Tort, where we will be able to place everyone on it to the people that we need to tort anyway for you all, if we're truly going to declare our sovereign status and divine beings, then that's the Vatican. Now, we're going to step over it a little bit. We're going to go into a little history, why it's them and only them. We love them so much. But why we have to go after the Vatican, okay? So, any of our students that are in our current UCC 1 processes, this will be available to them at no charge as part of the process, as well as the entire entitlement orders. Those of you who have already done the UCC 1 processes and want to update and upgrade, we will be setting up a program where you can be able to join and participate into this tort action also, because you're going to need to do it. Everyone's going to have to be a part of this. This is why we decided to go this way. And in the end, you're going to need to tort the Vatican Bank. That's going to have to be a separate tort if you want to get your funds back. All right? We have to place these people in dishonor to you. Once they've been placed in dishonor, then you have your standing through tacit acquiescence by their dishonor. So everything has a place on how we're doing things to the best of our ability to assist you. As you will see an overview here of the tort claim for the Vatican and the Roman Catholic Church package. So, as I said, it is pretty explanatory here what we're doing, why they did all this. It's a brief overview. I'm not going to get real in detail. This is why I threw this up here so you all could read it. All right? So, as it goes forward, and we will continue to produce more and more information on this, but it tells you the guts about the higher estate and a little bit of history on this. All right, and why we're not using the birth certificates anymore in the UCC filing, why I don't need all this personal information as much, because the secretaries of states in multiple states are rejecting the old format of UCC 1 filings because there's too much personal information on the front of them. Even with X's and all of that, they're shying away from it. So we've completely restructured the financing wording, and all of that private personal information has been placed well within documents that you will keep and then will only be in your possession. And then at some point, if someone wants you to prove your standing and prove what's going on, then they can subpoena the document and you can show them the signature page. So just understand that we want to make this more and more protective and more private for our people. Everything can be amended, everything can be fixed. All right, now we will be working with bills of exchanges. As I said, the entitlement and assignment payment orders, we're developing those too in-house. They will be included in our UCC packages. Here's a little bit, like I said, about foreclosure for people, if you're dealing with some of those, how that the UCC 8 Code of Adverse Possession can help you. All right? We will continue to develop and put things on our website. Here's some freebie tips. You need to know how to use secinfo.com. And I'm not talking about jumping in the Edgar site. I want you to specifically go to secinfo.com. Set up an account. If you're going to be doing different things with different creditors, this is going to be your best friend. It's a site where all the corporations in the country or who are foreign that are coming in this country that are publicly traded are on this site. You will find every piece of documentation and more stuff you don't want to see on this site about a company. But if you will take the time, you can dig into their original articles of incorporation. You can dig into and find their insurance companies for your claims. You need the accession numbers. You need their EIN numbers. You need to find out where their real home base is. Where's their home base for corporations? Are they out of Delaware? Are they out of a different corporation? or a different state, what are they actually doing? Who are the subsidiaries? Who are the board of directors? What kind of forms have they filed? All of their internal guts have to be filed publicly. This is why they're publicly traded. So they have to have full disclosure. Okay? So you need to get familiar with that so you can find the correct numbers and the correct company titles and headers when you file UCC-1 liens against people that you've achieved down the road. You don't need massive amounts of paperwork to do torts. Torts can be done in as little as 3 pages and very effectively. So it just depends on what you're doing and what you need to work on. So go to SEC Info. All right. Also, we are sending you to oneheaven.org and oneevil.org. That's Frank O'Collins' website. Good old Frank is out of Australia. Very fine fellow. Spent 25 years studying canon law and has published extensive websites out there on this. Please take some time. Go through Frank's stuff. Now, he is Australian, so his aspect comes out of the British Kingdom perspective, i.e. Canada, Australia, England, Scotland, Ireland. This is where that whole perspective is coming out of. So we're a bit tweaked, but Frank is a fantastic fella, and we've been working with him very closely. And as we step into our other deep packages, we will go back to Frank. He is a dynamic resource for us and for you too. So please support the people who are out here doing their best. Now, as you will see out here, we do not want to ever kill the straw man. You never want to kill your straw man. You want to take over the straw man and the trust associated with it. That's where the estates are coming in. That's where the wills are coming in. That's where the occupant of the executor office is going to come in. The authorized representative. All of this is going to be playing with taking over those Kiski trusts and the straw man dealings that are going with it. So you don't want to get out of the system. You can't live in the desert. You need to take control of the beneficiary and what the system is using you for, so that you control how it is used, not them controlling you. So, excuse me. Please be aware that we are not going to kill the straw man. We don't recommend it. Drive your cars. Personally, I have a driver's license, insurance, and license plate. So, and that's because I have better things to do with my time than fight the local police. Truly. Though we do go catch it every now and then I step up and I file things with the local prosecuting attorney and in the courts. And that's how you do it. You file it as discovery. Okay, so let's move forward. And you're going to see that there are some updates. Kind of what we're going to need for people who are in the UCC filing. We do have specific checklists for them. This is the latest stuff, so know that we do. Sometimes your things are going to get delayed, not because we've forgotten you, but because we are trying to update something and do the best for you. And the better updates we get, the faster we get, so we can assist more people. And truly, that's what we are trying to do. We just lowered all of our prices. We are a very small company. We really do work on a shoestring budget, but we are here to do the best that we can to assist our students and their families in having a great educational and entertainment experience. Okay, let's step on to something new. Now, there's a bit of a checklist that you're going to need for new UCC stuff. As you can see, we're going to be stepping backwards and identifying the hereditary if possible, so that we have lineage to prove your flesh and blood and not the corporate entity. We're going to end up going to quite great lengths to separate you as a living, breathing, sentient human being standing upon the planet Terra and divine status in,